C. I got negative 5 squared minus 4 times 2 times, stop talking while I'm talking. And that gives me 25 minus 160, right?
Yeah.
And then you get 25 minus 160, which gives you negative 135. So that's no real roots. If you got both parts of this, put a check. If you got one part, put a half check. If you died in a fiery crash, then I'm sorry.
I didn't crash this time.
You didn't crash this time? How many of us did not crash this time? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so proud of you. Take a point.
So, you.
All right, so on number D, what did we need to do first? Add 1. So we get 2.25x squared minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. All right, so then that's negative 3 squared minus 2 times 2.25 times 1. That's 9 minus 4.5, which then gives you 4.5.
No.
It was supposed to be negative.
Negative 9.
Yes.
2 times 2.25 gives you.
Squared minus.
Oh, you put minus 2. It's minus 4.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. Y'all just screaming at me.
Doing some crazy stuff.
Okay, so this should be minus 9. Thank you. Which gives us 0, which means we have how many roots?
0.
1 real root.
Well, where'd you get 0? Negative.
9 minus 9 is?
Yeah, it's negative 9.
It's 9 minus 9. Negative 3 squared is 9.
Oh, I didn't do the squared part. Okay, I understand now.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah. Oh.
how many of us got it completely right? Super proud. How many? If you got half of it right, then I'll let you do a half check. Like if you what's a half check?
Online.
Yeah.
Looks like it's wrong. Mark it wrong. Just make a small check.
No, you cannot make a small check. Just do a line.
But if you do
A wrong is this.
Just do a check and then put 1 half.
Yeah, you put a half, you put a small.
I'm over y'all. Alright, we're just being honest. For this one, okay, make sure I'm writing it correctly. I have negative 2 squared minus 4 times 0.5 times 2, right? Okay, negative 2 squared is 4. Negative 4 times 0.5 is negative 2. Negative 2 times 2 is minus 4. So that's 0, so 1 real root. How many of us got that one totally right? All right, guys. Count them up, multiply it by 4. It's going to be out of 12.
Is it going to be 30%?
Yes, multiply it by 4.
30%?
How many of us would like it to be 30%?
I would definitely.
Okay. Awesome. Yes.
So, you did do all the stuff right, but you just missed.
So if I got 2,
Then it's a half check.
if I got 2 right and then 1 half,
Actually,
how much is that?
like,
It's okay. It's a half thing. What, darling?
Bro, chill out, Mom.
Hey, what's 2 times 4?
8.
What's half of 2? I mean, half of 4.
2.
What's 8 plus 2?
10. I asked her, I said, where's the 10?
Because she wants you to be able to function without her. All right, we're going to tell us our grade, and then we're going to get our work for fold it. Those of us who are ready. You're going to fold it this way. And then you're going to fold each side on the dotted line. And then you're going to glue the bag down on 42C. Once you're done with that, start cutting out the yellow. It tells you in the paper, but also you fold on the long dotted line. Then what do you think you're going to do on the sides? You're going to fold them backwards.
Doesn't matter which order.
I want to do 1, 2, 1, none. 2, 1, none.
So,
I don't know what it is.
okay, you just go to
I'm okay.
what? 42.
I'm approximately.
Is it supposed to look like this again?
Yes, just like mine. And then tape the back down. Then start cutting your yellow. Alright, so this is what my paper looks like now. 2, 1, and none. I do not care if yours is staggered like mine. It just needs to be in this order, however you want it on your paper. Now, beside 2 real roots, what kind of discriminant do we have for it to have 2 real roots? A positive discriminant. So we're going to write positive discriminant. You haven't heard discriminant that we learned yesterday? That we said. Alright, for it to have 1 real root, what does our discriminant have to equal? A 0 discriminant. Good. And a negative what? A negative what? There you go. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to work out your yellows. You can work it out on a separate sheet of paper. I have an answer sheet where you're going to write down what number goes in which pocket. If you want to work them out on the back of this so that you don't have to waste your own paper, then that's fine. That would be good if you work it out on the back of this. Does everybody understand? But we're going to label it 1 and then work our problem out. 2, work our problem out. So that I don't have to search your paper looking for an answer like I'm Indiana Jones and searching for the lost ark. Does everybody understand? Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright, so you're cutting those out. You're going to work them out on the back of this, and then the ones that have 1 real root, you're going to write, like if it was number 1, you'd write 1, and then what your discriminant is. So you're going to write your number, and then what the discriminant is on here. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's get to cutting out our yellow, and then we'll start working out some together. Look at the board and cut at the same time?
No.
So number 1 on mine, how many times does that one cross the x-axis? None. So what pocket am I going to put it in? No real roots. And then I'm going to come over here to no real roots, and I'm going to write 1 doesn't cross x-axis. So what does that mean my discriminant is for number 1? What kind of number is my discriminant? Oh, I can keep sitting here. The question was, what kind of discriminant does number 1 have? What pocket did I put it in? Okay, so what kind of discriminant does it have? What did we write beside it? A negative discriminant. So this, if we had the equation, it would have what kind of discriminant? A negative discriminant. So I would sort it by equations. I would sort it by graphs. and I would sort it by word descriptions. Now I need you to hustle on your cutting so that we can look at them together. Together. Can you guys go through your cards, those of us who have already finished cutting, and pick out number 11? Those of us who are done cutting, I want you to find number 11. It looks like this. Bronson, you gotta clean that up. Are you serious?
Give me a minute. I'll do your list.
Alright, everybody look at number 11, or look at the board if you're not done cutting. Look at the board. Look at the board. It says b squared minus 4ac equals 0. So that means our discriminant equals what?
0.
So which one of these has 0 discriminant? 2, 1, or none?
1.
Okay, so it's going to go in the 1 pocket. And then over here, we're going to write it in the 1. That's number 11. B squared minus 4ac equals 0. So number 1 was no real roots because it didn't cross the x-axis, and we wrote that right here. Everybody needs to see this again.
We have to give a reason why.
Yes. And number 11, b squared minus 4ac equals 0.
So we write number.
All right, now everybody find number 19. Number 19. Says b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. So what kind of number is that? Negative. And which one of our pockets has a negative 0? No real roots. So what pocket is that going to go in? No real roots. And where are we going to write that on our paper? No real roots. So that's number 19. And we write b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. All right, now find 26. I'm not. Now find 26.
Wait, can you what we put for number 19 though? Was the reason why?
All right, it says b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. So it's in the pocket. It's less than 0. All right, b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. So what kind of number is that?
1.
No. What kind of positive does it give you if it's greater than 0? What kind of number does it give you if it's greater than 0? A positive number. So which one of these has a positive discriminant? So we put 26 in 2 real roots.
What's in 1?
And we're going to write 26 2 real roots. Nah. B squared minus 4ac is greater than 0.
Let's do the graph.
All right, pick one of the graph ones and we'll do it.
27.
29.
Ask Dylan.
Hey, Dylan, let's pick 29.
27.
Just pick one quickly that's sitting in front of you. Fantastic. 28. So everybody find 28 of the graph.
Wait, it's 28?
It's not even a graph one.
Never mind, it's 29. 29.
All right. How many times does this one cross the x-axis?
1.
One time. So
Just keep going.
it has one real root. It's going to go in this pocket. And we're going to write 29 down. And how would we describe that? How many times did it cross the x-axis? All right, so crossed x-axis once. All right, how about we look at 15? Is 15 one that we're going to have to work out? It's an equation, right? So you're going to have to work it out if it's an equation. So that means we're going to take our paper and we're going to turn it over on the back. And we're going to write 15. We're going to write 3x squared minus x plus 12 equals 0. And then how do I find the discriminant of that?
You solve it.
How?
B minus 4 times.
B squared minus 4ac. Awesome. What's our b this time?
1.
B is -1. What's our a?
3.
And what's our c? Awesome. So how would I write that on that paper? How would I work that out?
1 minus 4.
-1 squared minus
4 parentheses 3 parentheses 12.
Awesome. All right, what's 1 squared?
1.
What's -4 times 3?
12.
-12.
-12. And what's -12 times 12?
-144.
All right, and if I subtract those, what do I get?
Negative 143.
Awesome. Now, is that a positive, negative, or zero discriminant?
Negative.
A negative. So how many roots does this one have? No real roots. 15. So then on the front, I'm going to go to no real roots. I'm going to write 15, and I'm going to write -143. Find number 3.
3?
Number 3.
Is that a equation, graph, or... Never mind. It's a word problem.
The discriminant is positive. So which pocket is that going to go in? 2 real or none?
2.
2 real roots. Awesome. And we're going to come over here. We're going to write 3. We're going to write 2 real. Oh, positive. Thank you. I got excited.
That'll also knock out number 22, wouldn't it? Because it's just basically the same thing, so we just would put it in different, like
Like
negative.
20 will be the 0.
22 said the discriminant is negative, so what would that go in?
No real.
No real
Wait,
roots.
what's a 0?
Well, you tell me. What is it?
Wouldn't that be 1 there?
Is that what we wrote beside 1 real root? And isn't that what our notes say right here?
Yeah, maybe.
We'll look back at your notes. Where are your notes from yesterday?
They're my notebook.
Why is this not glued into your notebook in the proper place?
It is. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like...
Okay, I'm not. Mm-mm. Nope. 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 Nope.
I'm working on it.
And then negative was 22. All right, so you should start working out the rest. I will bring around baggies for you. Does everybody understand what your homework is tonight? Are we sure?
Yeah. It's pretty easy.
Yes.
Do I have to work out the